SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants. Are you sure you're ready? Because we have started. Okay. Hello everybody. Thank you for joining. This is podcast number 4 with the one and only Dazznell Martinez. Woo! 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 um, yeah. Quick reminder that you can always comment in chat. We will see, and we will let you know what's up. I do have a preparation ready. Of course, I'm prepared for this podcast. Can't say my P's because I didn't get to pee. Um, just kidding. But yeah, welcome, Dazznell. How you feeling? Hungry? Should we just order food and then like take a 10-minute break to like go get the food and then, you know, just call it a night? Yeah, call it a night. Okay. Well, we got quite a bit of people already in. We got about 9 viewers. That's crazy. 9 people want to watch you just now. That's crazy. People love you. See, one of the main reasons why I asked you to be on the show or on the podcast is because a lot of people requested you. Can you believe that? Like, I'm not capping right now. So many people wanted to see you. Okay. Well, first off, there's a lot of topics that I do want to get into with you. It's just I don't want to go in so quick. So I want to start off with I recently saw on your Instagram story is your freestyles on TikTok. Those were actually really good, and I know you like reposted one of them. You were like, here's another one because I didn't like the first one. But like, what are you talking about? Like, how long has it been? Wow. Basically when quarantine hit. Oh my gosh. Oh, people can't hear you. Why is that? Thank you for letting me know. I will hold on, give me 1 second. Daz, may you speak please? Oh, that is correct. Why can you not hear?
Hello, hello. Let me check
Okay.
my settings
I
too.
believe I believe it's working now. Hello?
Do you believe it's working?
Chat, will you let us know if it's working or not?
Do you believe
Oh
in
my
love?
god. Yeah, you guys are good. Okay, yeah, okay,
Thank you.
let's go back. Let's recap what we just said like 2 minutes ago. So yeah, how long has it been since you danced?
Almost a year. Almost a
Almost a
year.
year. Yeah, so
Almost.
basically April-ish from last year. And I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that was like around the time that you were also taking online classes with some mentors, which
Yeah,
is
it was a time where the drop program was first coming out and I was training under Taryn
uh-huh.
Chang.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say her last name. Yeah. Yeah, she's from
Nice, nice. Okay, so that's one of the things I did want to talk to you about is because mentorship in dance is such a big thing. And I remember at that time you were like fangirling, you were like popping off about Taryn Chan,
Oh
and
my God,
I
yeah.
I really just want to know like what your whole experience was like work or like learning under her, getting receiving her advice, and like how you really like use that to your advantage or how it changed up your perspective on your own dancing.
Coming into it, I didn't really have any expectations just because it was my first time kind of taking dance seriously again after almost like a year hiatus of dance.
Mm-hmm.
I took so many breaks from dance. I honestly can't. I don't even remember the last time I actually like dance. Cause like you know like when you dance, you're like cooking and you're just like doing some little dancey dance moves in the kitchen.
Word,
But
word.
in terms of like that experience, It honestly, I was like fangirling at first, like you said, but once I got the opportunity to like talk to the other dancers and have that one-on-one with Taryn, it's it changed my perspective on the California dance scene, or like just like the people that
Mm-hmm.
make up that entire community. Cause I don't know, like what at first when I started dancing, um it was more of like fangirling over them and just trying to be like them. But after that program, I was like, oh man, they're very much human. Like, there's more to them than just dance. So I was like, it was really refreshing for sure. Because then coming back from, again, like a long hiatus and break from dance, and then dancing full out again after like how long, um, it was definitely more than just like learn the moves, get some feedback on your movement and performance type thing. It's more like we kind of like broke down like the mental health aspect of it. We
Mm-hmm.
also broke down community aspect of it. Yeah, we like it was an awesome experience. It definitely like changed my mind on how the community is like in California for sure. Or not
Word.
even just California, because I think there were some people from other countries too. Yeah.
Word. Oh yeah, that's awesome. But see, the thing is like you looked at her as a mentor, and then or like as like a really good dancer, and you were like, oh my god, she's amazing. Into oh my god, she's human, and she's just a normal person that just like has a lot of experience and is super nice, super chill. Can you imagine? Because this is fact that people felt and feel the same way as you. You
In terms of
in
like
terms of like in fangirling into like oh my goodness, like she's like me, she's a human. Like this experience has happened to a lot of people, or maybe not a lot of people, but I do know that a lot of people are look up to you as a dancer because you are amazing at dancing, and a lot of people like follow you. Like our first MUDC class of last year, you brought in the most amount of students we've ever had in that
it was
entire
so
year.
fun.
Where
That was such a fun class.
if anybody
I
doesn't remember
love
that
that.
class, go to our YouTube channel and look up for Nunya. Yeah, Nunya's class
Yeah, Nanya by
for
Kalani.
by Kalani. It was one of the
Yeah.
best classes ever. It's so full, so fun. But it was
So sweaty.
because yeah, so sweaty. But it was because of you. Honestly, Daz. Like seeing you practice on the side, a lot of people were just like, "Oh my god. Oh my god." like you know what I mean? And a lot of people don't know this, but I actually knew you from when I was super young, and I I specifically remember a memory of you challenging me to a dance battle when I was 16 years old, fresh into like the whole dance scene in
Oh
general, and you
dear.
scared me. Like your dancing scared me.
Yo, battle me right now. That's probably how it went down too. Like, yo, what's your
Exactly.
name?
like
Yo, battle me right now. You're such a good dancer. That's probably how it went down too.
no, yeah, for real. Because I performed for my cousin's debut, and you were at that debut, and you came up to me once the whole program was over, and you were just like, "Yo, battle me," and I'm like, "Huh?"
Oh dear. I'm so sorry. Putting you on the spot. But you were actually like I thought you were an amazing dancer, and that's why I was like, okay, this guy is like
Yo,
he's
that's
fun to like
cap.
vibe with. No, 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 that's not cap. No cap here. No cap here. Let me take off my hat right now. I would, but I
it's
didn't.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah, but seriously though, I wouldn't have asked you if I bet I'd think you're an amazing dancer, and you are, and you've grown so much, and I'm proud
Thank
of
you.
you.
I appreciate that. Well, maybe that battle will have to happen. Maybe like if this podcast gets like 1,000 views, we can like post a little battle.
Uh, I'm not built the same anymore.
I
I
mean,
don't
neither am
know.
I. I put on a lot of quarantine weight, but at least you're working out. You got like a plan. You've been on a diet
Uh,
lately. Like I know that because I'm your friend. But you also post progress photos on your Instagram, which is very inspiring, by the way. But like, how do you like, especially in quarantine? I guess like you eat, or like generally a person would like eat whenever they have free time or whenever they're bored. But like, how do you like follow that plan of like not buying food and like just keeping that plan?
I'm not gonna lie, it was so hard at first. I kid you not, I would get called out by my fitness coach for buying McDonald's. Remember that one time we got nuggets?
Okay, wait,
Put
you
it
told her? You said you.
well, no, like he checks
Oh, he.
like
Okay,
because
okay.
I input my calories into this app, right? Like the MyFitnessPal thing. Everyone knows about it. Hopefully everyone knows about it. If you don't know it, it's just like a calorie counter essentially, and
Yeah.
it has like literally everything. Like you put in like McDonald's nuggets, it'll give you like the exact amount of proteins and macros and calories. So I was like, I should keep track of this, and then I put it in, and then weekly check-in came in. He's like, so I saw that you at McDonald's. So yeah, it was hard at first. I honestly like it took some time for me to get used to the program, but now it's kind of like a no-brainer. I love cooking now. I love making my own food. I like the one thing I discovered is I actually don't like leftovers or microwave food. I like everything like straight out of the stove
Word.
or the
Word.
oven.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know
feel
what
that.
it is.
I feel that so hard. Cause like
Yeah.
I remember after that night where we got chicken nuggets, you like gave the rest to me, and so I drove home, and it was super cold that night, and like I didn't want to use the heater because I was low on gas, and I was like, oh shit, like I gotta wait till I get home to get gas, whatever, whatever. I get home, I get the box of chicken nuggets, and I eat one, or I took a bite of one, and that was so cold. And it was I literally threw it out. I didn't eat it. I threw it out because it tasted so bad. Like, you cannot eat cold chicken nuggets.
Yeah, it's not fun.
If you do, you're a psychopath. Like,
Well, I mean, you to each their own. Like, if that makes you happy, then go for it. I support you 100%, but it's just not for me. Like cold pizza or like pineapple on pizza. I used to like just like shut people off about that, but I'm like, you know what? If you enjoy it, go for it. I'm just get my own pizza.
you know what? Pop up in the chat if you eat pineapples on pizza and if you think pineapples on pizza is a good thing. Because I, for one, and I think Daz is for one, we do not, eat pineapples on pizza.
I don't eat pineapples in general because I'm allergic. So.
You're allergic to pineapples?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wait, so when you go to Jolly, you haven't had the pineapple juice?
But my throat gets really itchy.
Yo, right here, ladies and gentlemen, a true Filipino who has an allergy to pineapples, but will drink the pineapple juice. So let's give a round of applause to her. Oh my gosh.
Never grew out of it. Yeah.
Okay, so we got a couple comments. We got pineapples all the way. We got yes, it's great. With or without, doesn't matter. Pineapples is the best fruit. I don't know about that. I think it's up there, but I wouldn't call it the best fruit.
I wish I knew if it was the best
Yeah.
you would eat it. So it's I enjoy it for me. Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Pizza is pizza. Yes, Matthew, that is true. Okay. So we talked about your TikTok dance, your freestyle. We talked about you being in a mentorship program and everything. How would you feel yourself if you were a mentor? If MUDC started a mentorship program, would you be down to be one of the mentors?
Honestly, depends on what kind of mentorship it is. Because I don't dance as much anymore, but I can still take from like the experience, the years of experience that I've had competing in dance and like performing and whatnot. But that's really the most that I could give as a mentor. Like I could give like performances, facials, cleanliness, all that stuff. Everything that I've learned like in my 12 years. 2009. So I started 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I love it.
Yeah. 12 years.
Oh, 21. It's 2021. Oh my gosh, I thought it was 2020. I said 11, and I was so sure of it. Oh my gosh.
I had to count it. I can't do math. Yeah, so 12 years almost of like dancing, and I've like seen it from like you learning dance videos from ABDC or fangirling about dancers on ABDC to learning dance videos from YouTube to learning K-pop covers to going into breaking to choreography to competing to like taking a break to like yeah. If you need advice on that, not that I think you take it with a grain of salt, obviously, but like if you need advice on that or want to talk about that experience, hit me up. I don't know. I wouldn't call it a mentorship though, because like it's just like sharing information and like sharing experiences
That's true.
with
That's
each
true.
other type of thing.
But I think out of all, or like most of the people I know on this earth as I live right now, you are one of the few people that I know that really take mental health seriously and is willing to talk about it. So as you said, like Taryn Chang and like that whole program, like they actually went over like the mental breakdown of it and um, like that whole important aspect. And I think with you talking, you could definitely be a very good asset in like that whole topic because you are very
I'm
well
not a
spoken.
commodity.
I'm not trying to use you for your name.
Unless you're paying me.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to Gian about that. I don't know. I don't know if I can pay you.
No.
No, but yeah.
Information should be free.
That's true. That is true. I definitely like because I'm trying to find ways on how to get classes open online for MUDC like drop-in classes. It's just very hard because we don't want to charge anybody, but at the same time we don't know the best way to post it without putting an inconvenience on our instructors, on our execs alone, and that type of thing. So members of MUDC, please be patient. I'm trying to find a way. We're still in talks with Dance Code. However, throwing all of that to the side, I'm gonna move on to our next topic.
No, it's all good.
So you said you have 12 years of dance experience. Like working with dance, watching dance, learning dance, all of that. But I wanted to understand your thoughts as a director, or more so as like a founding member, because for those of you who don't know, Daz is one of the original members of the board for United. So I just wanted you to touch on United a little bit, just to like get the people knowing about what it's about, what your message was, and how, what your plan is for future events, if there are any, with COVID, everything lying around.
Yeah. So when it came to United, it was actually kind of just like an idea that Sergio was actually the one that came up with the idea of like combining or like connecting with U of A and Nate. No, sorry, not U of A, Nate. The dance
HTC.
clubs. Yeah. So just the dance clubs, not
Okay.
the school itself, because
Not the
that's
schools,
different. So, yeah. So yeah, he really wanted to like create like a really big community where university students are able to just perform for each other and also make it super affordable. Because one of the biggest struggles that a lot of students had was being able to afford like just dance classes and performing, because if you want to perform, there's not a whole lot of platforms. At least back then there weren't a lot of platforms for university students on a budget to express their passion for dance. And so Sergio and I were actually talking about it a couple of months before. We had asked HGC Nate and U of A, what are they called now? OSD?
OSD, yes.
OSD. Yeah. It was just a lot of like trying to figure out the logistics of it. But we didn't actually come up with the name until like probably like 2 months after we started like meeting with the other members of the United Board. At first it was actually supposed to be like, I don't know what Sergio came up with. Do you remember? It was like, or was it Sergio or
I think Paulo knew the other name.
I can't remember. But it was like, it wasn't supposed to be United.
I think Sergio had meshed all of the names togetger. I think that was what.
Yegany.
Yeah.
Yegany. It was supposed to be Yegany.
Sorry,
Yegany.
Sergio.
It wasn't Sergio. It was what's his name? I forgot his name.
Oh gosh. Not Paulo.
From U of A.
Jeff? No,
The other
not
guy.
The other guy. Oh gosh. Yo, UAOSC people, who do you know about your past exec members?
I'm so sorry.
Oh
my god.
This is gonna be the title of the YouTube video. Jin? Jin.
Yeah, it was Jin. I think it was Jin. Oh god.
Yo, sorry Jin, I don't even know you, and I pooped on your idea. Or Kevin. Kevin, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I mean, sorry, yeah, moving on from that. What was I talking about? Yeah, the process was actually, it was a little rocky at first because none of us had experience with trying to coordinate
Three different teams.
yeah, an inter-university dance showcase to incorporate all schools and also like not people that are not part of the club, like including dance teams from core and dancers from core and like other clubs at the U of A and McEwen and Nate and stuff like that. So it was like a lot of things was happening, and it was like super overwhelming. Oh my god, it was really bad, but it was a really big learning curve, I think, for all of us, especially leading up to it. It was honestly like worth it. I just seeing all the dancers having so much fun and like being in the same venue and hyping each other up, and audience members just like hyping the dancers up. It was all like it was also worth the struggle and the stress that came from that.
Word. It was very worth it, honestly. And like, I haven't thanked you yet, but I'm gonna do it right now on stream. But I wanted to thank you for actually setting up United, because at that time, I was actually going through like, a post breakup situation. But because of that breakup alone, I had no friends in college, and so like most of the people I would talk to were either not in school at the moment, or they were part of the dance team at MUDC. And so because of United, that's how I got closer to my other group, Mimu, at Mimu Official, free shout out. But yeah, because of that showcase, I thought they're like, oh my god, they're so cool, like they're so awesome, that I actually was like, oh hey, let me just talk to them. They all go to like McEwen anyways. Like, what am I afraid of? And so yeah, and one of like the main things that I remember from United was you and your finale speech. Do you remember that?
Which one? Because there were two very traumatic speeches that I made that day.
Okay, well, you were on
Not
stage.
traumatic. It was just very anxiety inducing.
No, it was just pretty much you like thanking the crowd for coming out, thanking all of the teams for coming out, what your vision was with like the whole thing, and like you were wearing your blue jacket with white sleeves. I remember it crystal clear, black pants, black Nike shoes. I remember because I was astonished at what you accomplished with the group, and it was like I literally have no words for it. Like, it was amazing, Daz, and that's why like as soon as like I sort of peer pressured you into putting me on the United board, but like being on it, like I wanted to be part of the process because you taught me so much in MUDC that I figured, hey, United, she can teach me so much more. I'm gonna stay close. I'm mooching off your success.
Oh, mooch all the way. I'm not trying to like claim all the glory here. United is not about what I accomplished, right? It's about the platform and the people and the community that's in it. So
Word.
I'm literally just like a little piece of the puzzle when it comes to United. United wouldn't even be a thing if we didn't have passionate dancers and
Yeah.
people who actually really are eager to perform. So yeah.
Word. So I'm gonna turn this into a little bit of a meeting then, just with us two. Then how are we gonna move forward? What how do you think we could actually like have an event with United? What any ideas at the moment?
I've been having some side conversations with a couple of people already, and I personally I don't really have any ideas just yet. I'm actually hoping to gather what potentially might be the new team for United, new and old
Mm-hmm.
team for United, and yeah, from there I think we'll try to figure out like new ideas and how we can deliver and create a like adapted platform for everyone. Um, Also taking into account like the new um what do you call this? Like new information and new things that we also had to consider now that there's a lot of like shifts within the community, especially in like the hip hop not being like called like urban
Yeah.
dance anymore or
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
like that. Or I'm not really sure. I don't want to like
No.
say
Yeah.
anything too much about that just because I know I'm not as educated as I want to be, but I will eventually. There's just like obviously other things that I've been focusing on, but as of right now for United, our goal is to bring it back for sure. 100%. I want it to happen. I want to see like everyone dance again. I can already see like everyone's still growing during a pandemic, so I'm like ready to witness like what everyone's kind of discovered for themselves and as a community. So it's like I if everyone's stepping it up, United's gonna step it up too, you know.
Word.
So
Word. No, yeah. Like you always used to say in meetings, it's like for the people, by the people, or for the students, by the students. I
but
should say.
yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. That's crazy, but I really hope that United gets up and going again because last year when we couldn't proceed with it because of like restrictions and stuff, like everybody was bummed. Everybody was looking forward to it, and they all know like the hard work that gets put into it. Um, but yeah, before this gets sad, we're gonna move on topics. If anybody else has questions about United or anything like that, feel free to comment in the chat or like message us, DM us, and I will direct you to Dazznell.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so I do have a bunch of questions ready for you, and one of the main ones I wanted to bring up is you and design. You taught me how to design back in my first year as an exec for MUDC, and I understand that you're studying towards design, and so I just wanted you to let the people know how you're moving forward with it, what your plan is, and like if you're having fun, if like do you have any advice for any other design students, anything like that.
Yeah. That's a lot of questions.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, design's good. I like it. I've dabbled on a lot of different areas when it comes to design. I've been really into user experience and user interface design. If you don't know what that is, Google it. I should know how to describe it, but it's essentially like what you as a user experiences.
Word.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like when you're using like a product, like it can be any. It doesn't have to be like on your phone or on your screen. It can be anything. Like this chair. Like the experience on this chair is so wonderful. Anyways, I'm not gonna go on a tangent about that. because you can Google it. There's Google for that. I Google stuff too. There's nothing wrong with that. Um, yeah. But other than that, like I've actually been doing a lot more coding lately, and that's been making me cry every single night. um, but
You're gonna make all the coding students just drop out of their class.
no, don't drop out. Don't drop out. It's hard, but when you figure it out, it's so worth it. But you still cry. Like I mean, like crying is good in general. Like you gotta have like a good cry to just release the stress, and then come back to it, and then you solve it, and you're just like, oh, Apple, hire me. Google, where you at? Type thing. So yeah, coding's an interesting area I've been able to learn
Yo,
about.
let me backtrack a little bit.
Okay.
Aside from myself, actually no, not
Mhm.
myself. Aside from Philip DeFuente, you are are actually another person that knows how to do the F boy ahaha thing really well. So I as an icebreaker for the chat, can we see one real quick?
Can I get ow, ow,
Ah!
ow.
Yo, clip that chat. Oh my gosh, holy! Thank you so much, Dazznell. This has been an amazing podcast. Kidding.
The things I do.
Yeah, that's great. But yeah, so coding, graphic,
Sorry.
coding and graphic
Coding, yep.
design. One of the main we talked about a couple days ago is your sister, and you know she's still in high school, I believe, or you know something like that. She's still in school, not in college, and how you're gonna be there for her when she does experience college life. Do you have any like? I know Gideon. I think Gideon just recently followed on our Twitch, and so I was hoping you could give some advice to any like people that are gonna transition into Did you just follow MUDC just now?
No?
Okay, sure. But yeah, do you have any advice for people that are moving into college? Not only like doing schoolwork, but also having dance on the side, you know, to like maintain some sort of balance at all?
High school going into, well, it doesn't have to be high school.
Yeah,
Just
it
like
doesn't have to be
going to college in general from
Yeah.
whatever. I think I would. I'm just like going off of like if I were to tell my sister like if she's going into like well she is going into someone clipped it. Oh god. Damn it. If she was going into like maybe high school or like a completely new environment, I would probably just say like bask in the first year chillness. Like literally go off on like trying so many different things to a point where you're just like, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. But I kind of like this. This is kind of decent. I'm gonna keep going and then just go from there. Don't think you have to have it like figured out. Like this is it. My first year. I'm declaring my major type thing. Like no. Actually, like first year, second year, like 4 semesters. That's usually like from the people that I know. That's usually how long, or not how long. Like that's the average of like how much time they kind of like take to figure out what they really want to specialize in. And even with that, like it's okay if you don't have it figured out in your second year or third year or stuff like that because you're not supposed to have life figured out in like
Word.
a year or 4 years, right? Like things will change. Just don't be so hard on yourself if you don't know right away like what you actually want to do with your life because you'll never know because I don't know, like I don't I don't think that's like more like a capitalistic like mindset. Like you gotta like go to college, get a job, be an employee, pay taxes. You know, like just live your life,
Word.
sweetie. Just live your life. So
Like,
first year, go all out if you don't know what you want to do. Okay.
okay. Okay.
I don't know if that's like credible advice, but take it with a grain of salt. Do you, boo boo?
Word.
You
I
are
mean,
loved regardless.
yeah, word. People don't have to listen to you. If they do take your advice and they take your advice, like they can't sue you. They didn't. You didn't force them to do anything.
Please don't
Yeah,
sue me.
please don't sue. Please don't sue MUDC. Please don't sue Daz. Um, but anything. No, yeah, that's pretty good. I think like the whole figuring things out within the first 2 years, like you don't need to type of thing is real because I just recently figured out that like I'm really into anthropology, and that's after the third anthropology class that I've taken, and so like don't be too stressed in your first year. I mean, still do well. Don't forget to do your homework because if you lose that habit of doing your homework, then you might fall off a little bit and you'll have to pick yourself up again. But other than that, enjoy it. Don't be like me who got into a relationship right away and then broke up and then like got into a super bad situation and then that
Or be in a relationship and have really good communication and figure out a way to kind of navigate through your individual university life and their own life, whatever they're doing.
word, make it work.
That works too.
Make it work
Yeah.
together, not by one person, together. Oh, this is a very important question that I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
Ice cap from Tim Hortons or iced macchiato from Starbucks? Keep in mind Sergio's on the stream.
Ice cap from Tim Hortons or
like a caramel macchiato.
like caramel macchiato. Ah, depends on the day. It really depends on the day. Can I explain?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I would get a caramel macchiato. Does it have to be iced?
No. I just put in ice because I was thinking about ice cap. That's what I wrote down. But yeah, caramel macchiato.
So if it's like a super stressful day and I just like need like something to like get me going to like hit the books type thing, then I would get Timmy's along with like like a vanilla dip donut because that was the thing. Like when I was at McEwen, I would always get a vanilla dip donut just to make me feel better about myself, and also an ice cap or like a double. But if it's like a chill day, I'm just like wanting to chill at a cafe or something, like look super cool with my MacBook Pro, I would get a caramel macchiato.
Wow. So
Hot.
you're just in the middle. Oh, hot.
Like scolding hot. I'm just kidding. No, I don't like
Steaming
scolding
hot.
hot. I like kids warm, okay? Like the children's warm.
Oh, like a lukewarm temp or like
Not lukewarm.
No,
like
no,
just
like warm.
Warm.
Yeah.
Like kids warm. Yeah, like what kids can handle.
Yo, why you gotta put kids warm? That sounds so weird.
Because apparently that's what Starbucks does.
Is that a fact? Oh wow, Serge really is asking if how you know Starbucks serves.
I wish I could tell you.
Oh, I see. Okay. If you guys haven't caught on by now, Dazznell does have our chat open. She can read your questions and comments right away. So it's not me relaying it. That's why I'm not giving too much attention to chat. But don't worry, she is seeing what you're writing. She can answer your questions herself. She sees everything. Ooh, another interest I know you have because it was on your story. You did an Instagram live of it. Is dun da 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 Legos.
Show you.
Show us.
All right, this is it. This is what I've been waiting for. Okay, so if anybody is watching, if you know what Mandalorian is, so this is one of the characters. This is the way. Okay, so this is
You can't spoil the name.
Apparently Baby Yoda, but it's
the child.
The child. Okay, this is the child. There you go. Is it focusing? Yeah.
Very nice, actually.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. Okay, let me switch it up.
Oh.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, she flipped the
Look
ear.
how cute. Isn't that adorable? Okay, so that's Baby Yoda, and then this is the Mando.
Okay.
This was so cute. Both came together as a set for like $23.
Really?
Yeah.
That's,
Isn't that cool?
that's pretty good. And they're like
Yeah, so
about like 40 to 50 pieces or less.
I have no idea. But it was really fun to make. Look how cute they are. Yeah, so I love Mandalorian. I love Star Wars.
We're
if
not
anybody
sponsored,
didn't
but
know
if you guys
that.
haven't seen Mandalorian or like the Star Wars series, go out and watch it on Disney Plus. Go make an account. Go purchase it. We're
Yeah.
not sponsored, but Disney for life.
So, and then the next one is... Oh Lord. Oh Lord, he coming.
Yes, Lord.
So this one.
Okay.
This is a Stormtrooper helmet. This took about... I don't even know how long it took. Actually, it took a couple days to make. But here it is. Isn't that super cool?
That's actually really good. Oh my.
It's so
goodness.
fun. Not the cheapest hobby to go into, but it's there.
That is true.
Yeah. So that's one, and then drum roll, please, for the ultimate.
I can't. I don't know what they can hear.
This is gonna be so embarrassing, but so this is my latest build. Oh my god. Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Here's the latest build.
Wow.
Do you hear that rattle inside?
Yeah. Did you break it?
No. So because I have a very small, like I don't have a lot of space to put this humongous thing, I've actually been using it as storage space. So, yeah, so there's an eraser, so it actually opens up so you can see on the inside. There you are, there's C3PO. R2D2 right there, and yeah, so it just basically opens up like that, so you can see the inside.
That's crazy.
Somebody clip this.
You heard it. You gotta clip it.
This is worth the clip. Oh, wait, yeah. So that's the latest build. This is the smaller version, and my goal in life is to purchase 2 of the most expensive Star Wars set.
Which
are the bigger version of this, the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
And the Star Destroyer.
Ooh. That was
you don't know what that is? Google it.
No, don't Google it. Watch the Star Wars series.
Watch it.
Watch The
Disney
Mandalorian.
It's so good. Star Wars universe is just amazing. Did
you know that Disney Plus added a whole like mature content, or it's called Disney Star, where like they added a whole bunch of shows, I believe, from like Spark and like or ABC Spark or something.
That's interesting.
They added an adult animation category where it was like Family Guy, Futurama, American Dad, and yeah, it's all on Disney Plus.
That adult.
Yes, mature content, adult.
So anyway, Star Wars, right?
Star Wars.
If you're really into Star Wars, let me know because I love Star Wars. So
watch the movies, you shall. That was, I don't know why I did that on podcast. Let's ignore that. We are nearing the 15-minute mark of the podcast, and usually we do end this at 11, but if you feel okay with it, we can extend a little bit further and not worry about the time. However, this is the time where I usually say, throw in your questions, throw in your comments that you would like to tell Dazznell. Obviously, you can read it, but, you know, the support and the comments help a lot. But yeah, so aside from that, while we wait for people to build up the courage to talk to you, Daz, because you're so famous and people love you.
Stop that. That's enough from you.
I actually, I wanted to ask what your experience was with MUDC and being an exec for 2 years in a row, because I believe you were president before you were vice president, and you know, what can you say about like that whole experience, and if anybody's going to be an exec later on?
First of all, I absolutely hated my. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm
Yo,
kidding. I'm
we gotta
joking.
cut. We gotta cut. We gotta cut.
No, I was kidding. Um, so the first year that I was actually part of exec was when I became president. And as wonderful and impressive as that sounds, I was actually, am I allowed to swear?
Yeah, yeah. Fuck it.
It was actually a Schmidt show for me. Sergio literally knows like how much I struggled trying to like be a competent exec member, let alone the president of a club that's like super big and has a lot of like people that are active. It was tough. It was tough. Um, but it was a wonderful experience. I learned so much about leadership. I kid you not. In terms of like organization, communication, um, like building relationships, having a sense of community. What else? Having an awesome team to work with. Like they're all so talented. Like we're like it was so nice because we were all dancers, so it was like very easy to. It was easy to kind of plan things
Mm-hmm.
just because everyone's on the same page about how like everyone was eager is what I'm trying to say. Like because everyone was eager to like keep the club going, I was like, okay, I gotta step up my game. Like I gotta learn more about like how to become a better leader, how I can better support my exec members and also like all the other dancers. So yeah, the first year was really tough because I was also in the transition with my academics and also I was competing uh for dance. So I was dancing competitively at Core Dance Studio.
Mm-hmm.
So it was actually a lot for me to handle. It might not sound like a lot and to people that sounds like, "Oh my God, that's amazing. That's a dream." But for me personally, I feel like I kind of like spread myself out too thin to a point where I kind of at some point stopped enjoying it as much. Which is why I don't know if like a lot of people noticed the first year or even like the second year that I was part of exec as vice president, I kind of stepped back quite a bit in terms of participating in a lot of like the club activities. Because at that point I was like on the brink of like breakdown. Like I'm just
Mm-hmm.
like being honest
Yeah.
here. Like this is
Too much.
I see. I just spread myself way too thin at that point, but I
Yeah.
also still wanted to be a part of the build-up process because that was also the transition where the club coordinators or like McEwen University themselves are like changing things like the rules and regulations on how clubs run.
Yeah.
So it was just like one, being a leader and taking on a leadership role, two, being a role model and still be like that dancer that everyone apparently looks up to, and three, making sure that I'm still like keeping the club operating while all these problems and conflicts came up with like the university and like the fitness center and stuff like that. Like if you know, you know like what happened that first year. That was actually the biggest struggle that MUDC had as a club. Like that was just like we were just we were just trying to dance and they were just like, you know what? Pay up. Pay up.
Get out of here. I'll pay up.
Actually, you can't book it at this time. You can't do yeah, anyways. I'm sure they have their reasons, but at the time it was just like I feel like it would have changed my experience as an exec member it if it had gone more smoothly, if we had just had that space, if we just had that like like
Yeah.
opportunity to just like worry about club operations and creating community instead of worrying about the business aspect and logistics aspect
Yeah.
of the club, like it's a club, it's supposed to be for like fun for school, like why are we
Yeah, I feel that
stressing so
all too
much?
much right now. Holy smokes.
Right,
I
like
feel that, yeah.
so like and that went on not only the first year I was an exec, it happened on the second year too, but thankfully we still made it. We still managed to keep the club going and to have a lot of talented instructors come in and a bunch of like eager dancers coming in to learn and stuff like that. And that's kind of like what I realized, that's what the club was all about. It's not about like, oh, we have to have a nice studio, we have to have this and that and a cameraman and all that stuff. Like no, 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 no. It's about providing a platform, a community where people can actually just enjoy being with each other and dancing and just connecting through dance. And I worried too much about the logistics of it that I
Yeah.
completely missed out. I feel like that's one of my biggest regrets. I just completely missed out on like bonding with everybody else
Mm-hmm.
because I was so worried about, oh, I gotta like make sure like everyone's like all the instructors are getting paid, or like what rooms are getting booked, everyone's doing their tasks, stuff like that. So yeah, not to like scare anybody off of like being an exec, it was just that one time, like it was a one
Yeah.
time thing, and it wasn't like always like that. I had a lot of support. Like Sergio supported me quite a bit. Like the rest of the team was very supportive, very eager, very like they took initiative to like make sure that things were getting done, right? And we still had like meetings and stuff, which made it a little less stressful at the time.
Word.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I feel that, especially being president now. But like, I think in your scenario, it's like you were thrown straight into the deep end. Like you weren't, unlike me, you weren't really like taught anything prior, and that's when most of the learning by hand goes. But like, I definitely see like all the struggles right now as a president, because like with COVID, everything's different. Like there's nothing the same. I
Mm.
do have to think about logistics. I do have to think about ways to sustain, but like I never, like, one of the main people that I noticed in MUDC was one of our new students named Carmen, and she came to every single class that she could, and I was so happy
That's
because
dope.
it like students like her and like every other student that came to as many classes as they could. You guys are the reason why we put so much work into the club itself. Like I'm not
Mhm.
doing this so that we can get like the flyest instructors or to like post something on our feed for social media. Like no, like we want you guys to learn something cool. We want you guys to learn new ways to dance and like really understand the way your own body moves and how you can express your own emotions, right? And the way you talked about like having like very experience or like hunger for experience, like dancers who want to teach, like a lot of girls from Chicken, like Melissa or Caitlin, Angie, or even like Andrew Manlapaz. Like there's so many instructors that we've had come and go that are doing so amazing now just because of like that one class that they had to experience. And
Yes.
it's one of the best feelings, honestly.
Mhm.
And so as you see in the chat, they love you, Daz. Like they saw how much work you were putting in. So don't think it went unnoticed. Don't think that, you know, it wasn't that good, because they love you. I wasn't there for your first year, but I wish I was, cuz I definitely would have learned a lot. But
Oh, I learned a lot for sure. Yeah. Yep. It's a very big learning curve being in a leadership role where you have no idea what the hell is going on. But yeah. I think the reason why it was like, actually no, that's fine.
yeah. Okay.
Just ask a lot of questions. That's really like how you learn. Just don't be
Yeah.
afraid to ask even stupid. If you think it's a stupid question, just ask it anyways. They can make fun of you, but you're learning. So who's funny now? I don't know where I was going towards, but you just don't be afraid to like step into a leadership role if you feel like you're incompetent because you'll never be competent unless you are actually within that role.
Yeah.
You know, like you just learn and you ask questions and you take responsibility for the mistakes that you make and you work as a team. You're not by yourself, you know? Like it's a teamwork type thing. And it's a club. Have fun.
Word. Word. Have fun.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So if anybody feels like MUDC is on a downfall right now, let me know. I am the president of this year, and I will take responsibility because it is very hard to find out ways to keep going. Does Cameron have a boyfriend? I want him. No, I do not have a boyfriend. However, I do have a girlfriend. I apologize. I'm flattered, but sorry. However, back to MUDC. What's it called? But yeah, if anybody has any ways of connecting with like the whole club, let me know. I'll do my best to like get those out there. We are planning to start a gaming portion of the channel, and everything. Sergio asked a question: are you excited to be part of United as an exec? Again. Oh, is he talking to me or you?
I have no idea.
Mr.
That's why I was like,
be clear.
Mr. Surgeonado 3000.
Not 3,000 anymore. He's 4,000.
Oh, me. Okay. No, I'm actually like dreading it. So like, I really wish. I really. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, I'm excited. Of course. Is that even a question?
Of course.
Of course.
Wow. Okay, well, if we're coming back to, the topic of United, I wanted to ask, like, what was your favorite, moment or performance that you saw at the year of United? If you can remember that far back.
Perfect moment. I think from my experience of creating events, or I guess like coordinating events and working with the theater and stuff. I think my favorite part would be being in like the pit, or what was that called, like the like where they can control the lights and the sound board.
Oh, technician. Technician.
The tech
booth.
Yeah.
Tech booth.
Tech booth. Yes.
Tech booth.
Tech booth is like as soon as the show starts and everyone starts cheering and I'm in the tech booth, because tech booth is usually like soundproof, but everything's like quiet. The music's like starting to like slow down, like the pre-show house music, like it starts to like slow down and like go down, and then everyone starts cheering. I just get goosebumps. And then the first performance goes on, and then the lighting looks so freaking dope. I'm just like, we're here. That's like my favorite moment. Like just like witnessing the show just go. Like it's just happening.
Word.
And it's all happening like 4 or 5 months of preparation goes by in like 2 hours. Every single minute is so worth it. Like it's I feel like the entire thing, even the process of going towards that, was just like my favorite.
Word.
But if I were to name a moment, I think it would be being in the tech booth or being backstage when the crowd is cheering and like all the dancers backstage are like cheering each other on, like let's go, yeah. That's like the best feeling ever. I honestly love it. I get goosebumps every single time. I love it.
So how did you feel that like the first opening performance was your choreo to Bubblegum? You wanna bring that back, revive it? Yo, who's in the chat for Bubblegum? I know we love Bubblegum. Come on.
Oh,
speaking of that choreo, actually, in when you taught it at U of A, which is UAOSC, when you taught it at that class, there one person popped off, and obviously that person being Randall. I would just like to give him happy birthday shout out
Happy
on the podcast. Yeah,
birthday.
hopefully he sees us at some point. If anybody can clip that and then share it with him, happy birthday. If anybody else has a birthday, let us know. We can shout you guys out too. Put in your socials. But yeah, I believe his at is at one cool giraffe. I believe. One cool, yeah. But yeah, that dance is fire. Come on, you know it. Everybody knows it. You would dance it again.
Not gonna lie, yeah, I got this is my favorite choreo. God, let me just okay. The reason why I love that choreo so much is because of the class.
Word.
That is like the energy that people put into that choreography is beyond what I expected. So I'm like, okay, this is my favorite choreo then. Yes.
I think
It's so fun.
one of the things I definitely look forward to this year that didn't get to happen sadly was you and Renz teaching a class. You're aware
Yes,
that
they
that was
were.
supposed to happen, right? But like I remember
Yeah.
that you and Renz, like to me, because I knew Renz from before and then I knew you from before, and you two were suddenly like dancing together, or like suddenly to me, I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Like two of the best dancers that I've met in person, and like they're collabing. That's crazy. Like, oh man, I want to see you guys dance again.
I miss dancing with him so much, honestly.
He's such a good dancer too.
He's
Like,
so good.
damn,
So good.
word.
I hate it.
um. Okay. Yeah. Yo, throwback to when Renz and Daz made choreo for Dance Power.
Dance Power?
Dance Power.
Which one was that? We competed we had it competed as a duet 3 times, I think. So I don't remember.
I don't. I don't know.
Is it the white and black one? I don't know. Or was it the
Or
rep
rep.
one where I think it was rep.
I think Viddy's.
Where-
Yeah, Viddy's bringing up rep 2019.
2019, yeah. Oh yeah, it's the one where Renz proposed.
Oh, I did see that one.
Yeah.
Yo, I was like, oh.
Bruh, sorry Yang, touch me.
Really?
Yeah, like we took, cause we won
Yeah.
the awards and stuff. So we were taking photos of with the adjudicators. I cried.
Okay. Awesome. I guess we are gonna come to a close pretty soon, but before we do, I have written down here 2 things that I definitely want to bring up. Is one of them is another thing that I want you guys to clip pretty soon is Kinjas. They had to shut down their Kinja complex due to COVID, and I believe due to COVID or external factors, and that is super sad. That is why I have the painting up, is because to honor Kinjas, and I hope that they move on to bigger things, kin at all costs. And another thing that I wrote down that I really wanted to bring up is your YouTube channel. I don't know why, but it's what it I was
YouTube channel.
I wanted to bring up your socials and where they could follow you. But if you guys don't know, Dazznell does have a YouTube channel where she posted a lot of back in the day freestyles or back in the day choreos, but a lot of them are super good. One of the main things that I remember watching on YouTube is your freestyle at a competition, and you went off to what song was it? I think you know which one I'm talking about.
Melanie.
Yeah, it was a Kalani song. And so,
Yeah,
just
and
search up
Pink.
Dazznell Martinez on YouTube. You can probably find her. But yeah,
Good old days.
good old
Good old
days.
days.
You
That
killed
was
that.
fun. That was actually such a fun day. Ugh. Bathtubs. I miss bathtubs. Bathtubs was a fun group of dancers and friends.
How many groups have
Yeah.
you been in?
Oh, that's a good question. Let me count. Okay. So so before I went to core, I was actually part of like a youth group, like a Catholic Christian youth group called Juniors. We were part of like a youth group called Youth for Christ, or CFC Youth now. That's what
Oh, say,
we're
no,
calling it.
actually, it's MFC because I'm part of that group now.
MFC?
MFC now, yeah. Missionary Families for Christ. I believe that's what it's called for.
Oh, the one that I was part of.
Oh, well, okay. Maybe it's different. But I don't know. They made some changes because there's CFC YFL, which I was in, and then they changed that to. They changed it to MFC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyways, continue. Continue.
Yeah, so I was part of juniors for a couple of years, and that was like the first few years that I started like choreographing and experimenting with choreography and performance. And then after that, I did I don't want to forget anything. Bathtubs. So juniors, bathtubs, Majesty with Melanie Hidalgo, if you know her.
Yeah.
Hardcore with Carlo Atienza and a couple of the very talented TAs. Cool Giraffes. Cool Giraffes. Did I forget anything? V7. Oh my god, how could I forget? V7.
I think I know one crew that you were part of that you aren't mentioning. Louis Crew? Your high school?
How could I forget? How could I forget? Oh my god, Louis Crew, yes! How? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, Louis Crew. Louis Crew is where it all started for me. No. Louis Crew and Juniors. Juniors, Louis Crew,
Yeah.
Hardcore, Majesty, Hot Tubs with Emily Tubbs, and then Bathtubs, Majesty, Majesty? Did I count this? Anyways, Majesty and something else. Cool Drafts. And then V7. And then there was at one point a little small group that a couple of dance friends and I did called Dream Team. And it was with like Alex Wong, Renz, Ryan DePano, Patricia, Irene, and that's it. There were only six of us. 6 is me. Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
So, a couple of groups, I'd say. And then there was also like other outside performances, like for kinesis and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. That's
It was fun.
like almost 8 to 9 groups. Yeah.
I'd say so, yeah. About there.
That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, well, we are over the recording mark, or like the stream mark. Did you want to keep this going? Do you have anything else you'd like to talk about, or anything you want to bring up at all?
Nothing that I can think of right now. I want to go back into dancing. I've been really thinking about dancing a lot more often nowadays. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm working out, that I have like this sudden splurge of energy that I just want to exert somewhere, somehow. So yesterday I actually like made a TikTok dance thing. If you haven't seen it, follow me on TikTok at Dazznell. Yeah, and I posted like 2 videos in there. If you wanna duet it and like learn it, go for it. I'd be so happy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make a couple more of those. That was fun.
Nice.
It's fun. It's fun doing 15-second like clips, because it's like you only just have to do 15 seconds of hard work and then you're just like viral.
Yo, you guys gotta make her viral. That's all she's asking for. You gotta share it to all the D'Amelios. Oh, maybe we could get Tia to share it, and then you can get.
Let me just do a singing one too. Yeah.
Oh, please don't bring her up singing. Once I post Tia's podcast on YouTube, and if it gets 500 likes, then I have to post a singing video. Heck no, I'm gonna. Oh, some people are gonna just replay the video or the podcast over and over. I guarantee
yes.
it.
100%. I'm there for it.
Why? You heard me sing. I suck. Yo, don't give me that face. Oh my.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, sample.
I just did. I read your mind, actually. Keep it a secret. Shh.
Yo, Ferda? Ferda.
Ferda boys.
Oh
I
my god.
I hate myself sometimes, honestly. The F boy in me.
Speaking of yourself, before we even started the podcast, Dazznell did say that she is interested into getting into Valorant. So if we have any gamers in the chat or gamers watching this podcast at the moment, let us know, because we are going to be starting a gaming portion of the stream. Usually it's going to be Friday nights, and we are probably going to try and get Dazznell on one of these Friday nights to teach her how to play some Valorant, and we'll see how that
my God.
goes.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, you got it.
Honestly, like first night, I'm what do you call that? The top level rank person.
Oh, you're going to be a Radiant player.
Yeah,
Valorant.
I'm gonna be Radiant, Star, Diamond, Platinum. Follow me on my Twitch.
I'm gonna edit this, and then all like the emblems of every rank is just gonna pop up above your head. Oh my gosh.
What is that? I don't even know what that is.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what I'm talking about. I also want to play Warzone.
Ooh, if anybody here plays Call of Duty Warzone, let us know. We can get that going as well. I might have to buy it and download it. And that's a big game. But we'll get it going for you guys, because we want to make sure you guys get all of the connecting and bonding you can do. But yeah, so
If anybody
Valorant
wants to like donate a PC to me, that would be great.
or me.
I need to stop doing that. It's become natural. Oh,
It's becoming
TikTok.
natural.
It's TikTok. I swear to God. Okay.
I've never seen Ahaha on TikTok yet. How have you?
That's your algorithm.
What's your algorithm?
That's a secret I'll never tell.
Oh, hold on, wait. You did say that you wanted to get back into dancing, right?
Yeah.
How would you feel if we collabed?
I've asked you before if you wanted to.
Okay, why you were supposed to act like we weren't talking
Shoot,
about this
okay,
beforehand.
Okay.
Okay.
Scene.
How would you
Ask me
feel if we did a collab?
Me? Me? Yeah, dude.
Okay,
think we
well,
need to end this.
yeah, we can end this pretty soon. Ladies and gentlemen, you have it here. We will be collabing pretty soon. Check out our gaming streams Friday nights, generally around 9 to 10 p.m. or 10 to 11 p.m. with our first guest, Dazznell. And then in these upcoming weeks, we'll be posting stories on what you guys want to see. Let us know who you guys want to see next. And yeah, Daz, any last words?
Peanuts.
Peanuts. Nice. Okay, well, follow Dazznell at Dazznell on TikTok. And I don't know your Instagram handle. I think it's Dazznell as well.
Yeah, it's all at Dazznell.
At Dazznell. Follow at MU Hip Hop Dance on Instagram. Find MUDC and Dazznell Martinez on YouTube. Follow our TikTok at MU Dance Club. And with that, I guess that is done. Say goodbye, Daz.
Bye-bye. Ciao. See you later.